Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Mel here. I hope you're having a great week so far. Firstly, the most humongous big thank you to everybody who took the time to comment on my Halloween make. I am so happy you liked it, and remember, if anyone has made it, please tag me in it. I would love to see. I did have 1 or 2 emails of people wanting the download, so I can't wait to see if you did make it. Remember, tag me with Mel Jess Designs anywhere on your socials, or leave me a wee comment and I'll come and find you. Anyway, today we're going to do some shaped Christmas cards. I made these last year, I think, for one of the magazines, and I thought just a wee quick make for yous, and there's a free download, so if anybody wants to do that, I'll leave everything linked below. So before we get started, I have just looked out some really old paper. So I've got lovely colours, and I've got these old ones from Photoplay. I have no idea where they came from. It's Snowball Fight by, I can't even see, because if anybody can make it out, that's who it's from. I can't see without my specs. And these are the ones that I'm going to use with all these fab coloured papers. So remember, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. You know, it really helps my channel. If you've not already, maybe subscribe and hit that bell button to get notifications of my upcoming videos. So I'm going to get everything all cut out and then we can get started. So I have everything all cut out, and I've even cut out some sentiments using the same papers. Please ignore the paint on my hands. I was doing some other crafts in between making these and I didn't realise I was absolutely covered. So we're going to start with the hat, and it's going to be really easy. I've cut out 2 of the base layer and I'm going to score one of them so that we can make our card base. Really easy. I just want to make sure it's below the bobbly bit, and that's all I'm going to do. Score here, and then I'll glue the 2 layers together. So that's us made our simple card base. You can see it'll stand up fine. All we want to do now is glue our layers. It's not this difficult, this one. I'm just going to glue the coloured layer on first, and then I'll ink round on the pattern layer and glue these together. I won't add each layer in, I'm going to do that individually, so I'm just going to put the layers, the matching layers, sorry, together first, and then we'll go on to the next step. So I decided in hindsight that I should have made the pom-pom part, the bobbly part of the hat, in a different colour. So I got some white card here and I decided to do it in white, but I end up changing this and using pom-poms that I have in my stash. So you can just ignore this step, but it would make a good contrast colour if you use something completely different, and then the pom-pom will stand out. So all I'm going to do is give them a little shape, and then I'm going to glue these on, adding foam pads to give everything a bit of height for both the brim and the pom-pom. So that's the basic card all done. We're going to move on to the next step, and it's really easy. You can see here you could make a whole load of these really quick. So now we're going to do the snowflake, and again we're just going to do very similar to what we've done. I've got the cut layer from my pattern, and then I used a contrast colour, and my card is in yellow. Now the snowflake actually has the score lines already put on it. You don't need to do that, and again you're just going to glue them together and then glue the layers together. I actually used foam pads on the blue layer this time to give it a bit more height. Now all I'm going to do is add this little die cut even circle that I added into the pattern. Now this isn't part of it, I just thought this would give a nice contrast when I was putting the snowflake card together. And that's it done. Again, another simple one you can make quickly. So now it's time for the stocking. When initially I was cutting this out, I wasn't sure what I was going to use. I cut out all the wee additional bits from different colours, but I thought the pattern would look really good together. So I'm going to edge this with my pens again, just like I've done previously. Then I'm going to glue these on to the layer and then glue the layer to the card base. Nothing difficult here, just what we've been doing already. So now that the cards are all done, all three styles are done now, all I'm going to do is decorate. So I'm going to get some bits and bobs from my stash and then we can start decorating. So I've dug out into my stash and like I said, I've got some pom-poms, but I do mess it up a few times, so I adjust this right at the end. I've got gems and I've got more die cut sentiments. So first of all, I'm going to take the snowflake and I'm going to add a whole load of gems and then I'll add on my sentiment. That's it, nice and sparkly and simple. And that's the wee snowflake card all done. I do end up adding some glitter off camera, but that's it, finished. Now we're moving on to the bobbly hat. And like I said before, I end up using these pom-poms, but I adjust these and readjust them umpteen times because I was sure I had more pale pink ones when I went to get them all out my stash, but I seem to have lost it while I started filming. Anyway, I add these and I add on a sentiment and some gems and glitter again off camera. The sentiment I cut out when I was cutting out the files from my silhouette. I just typed it out and grouped them together, but you could use die cuts or stamps. It's just to give you some ideas. So I saved this wee bit for you just to say that I do destroy the card umpteen times, taking off these pom-poms and cutting them off, but I do eventually find the missing one and adjust it and finish it off camera. So now we're moving on to the stocking. Again, I've cut out another sentiment and I've got a layer, and I also cut out some circle layers. I don't use them in the end, but I do use the layer for the sentiment if I can actually pick it up. And I glue these together and I add glitter off camera again. The only thing I really do with this is add on a sort of hanging thing. I punch through the top of the card and then feed some ribbon through. I also add on some wee lines to look like sewing, darning sort of marks on this stocking, and that's it. Really simple, this one. And we're all done, guys. What do you think? It's a nice, wee, easy, simple one for you this week. I thought after doing the haunted house last week, we just wanted something simple this week. Plus, we've got our advent coming up in a couple of weeks, so we're just getting some wee basic makes done. Off camera, I added a bow and some glitter to the sentiment. Plus, I used some of my Novo drops. Oh, which ones did I use? Oh, not the pencil, that's not included. I used some Novo drops to add the wee lines for putting on the sock, and I also removed the pom-poms again and added some ones round to make it fuller, and I found the other pink. I knew there was another plain pink one for it. Again, I added some pink Novo drops to that, and I like how you can see the dark stripes popping through. Just adds another colour with some more gems. And lastly, on the snowflake, all I did was add a wee bit more glitter. That's all I've done to this one. And that's it, guys. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. You know it really helps my channel, and I go on and I know it's a pain, but without you guys liking the videos, I don't get seen. If you've not already, maybe subscribe and hit that bell button to get notifications when my videos all pop out and come out, or whatever you call it. I'll leave a link to the templates if you want to make them. There's another 2, so if you want to see me make them, one's a bow and one's a Christmas pudding, but I mean, they're really easy to do. But guys, until next time, bye.